I have had a happy marriage to Olivia for the past 7 years. Our home is a small but comfortable suburban Chicago home. In order to support us, Olivia works part-time at a flower shop, while I work as an auto mechanic. The majority of her pay goes toward entertainment. Olivia's family is well off, and they have never been fond of me. Specifically, Amelia, her mother, has always thought I'm inferior to Olivia. She thinks her daughter should have married a doctor or a lawyer, not a monkey like me. I have tried my best to change Amelia's mind, but she remains cold and arrogant. She barely acknowledges me at family events. I know this hurts Olivia, who is constantly defending our marriage to her status-crazed mother. Amelia recently turned 48 and decided to give herself the gift of a 2-week trip to Canada. My wife was delighted when her mother informed her that she had bought a plane ticket for Olivia as well. A trip abroad for the girls to socialize and experience new places was wonderful. I drove them to the airport and kissed Olivia goodbye. I asked her to take lots of pictures for me. She had promised to do it and told me she loved me. When they returned, I immediately sensed something was wrong. Olivia was aloof, no longer affectionate. She claimed she was just tired from the flight. But this went on for days and then weeks. Our personal lives came to a complete halt. Dinner conversations became strained. One evening, I came home early from work to grab a bite to eat. At that moment, I heard quiet voices in the kitchen. Amelia was telling Olivia that she was capable of so much more than I was. That I was worthless, just a mechanic who could never provide her with the lifestyle she deserved. I was furious, but remained silent as I entered the kitchen. Amelia instantly switched to a syrupy sweet tone, cheerfully asking me about work, as if I hadn't heard what she really thought of me. I smiled forcefully and left the room. Sitting in the living room, I noticed Olivia's laptop open and her email open. A message appeared on the screen that made my heart drop into my stomach. It was a message from a man named Ramel from Canada. He wrote that he missed her very much and longed for her to be in his arms again. Numbly, I read their romantic correspondence. The trip was not about family ties. Olivia began an affair with Ramel and continued it via email. She even sent him unusual photos of herself, which were for my eyes only. When Amelia finally left, I approached with Olivia. I told her I knew about your relationship with Torrento. She openly admitted that she was in love with Ramel. We had a big row. She said that I was a total wimp and worthless in bed, while her Torrento was a stud. He owns 2 hotels in Canada and is taking her in. He loves her and wants to marry her. Said her mother was right. I was a simple mechanic, unworthy of her love. You ruined my whole life. That same evening, Olivia packed her things. Before she walked out the door, she looked me in the eye and said she wanted a divorce. I was sick of living with a lowlife. I was devastated. The woman I had faithfully loved for 7 years had betrayed me and ruined our marriage. I know her mother never thought I was good enough, but I never believed Olivia could hurt me like this. Now I was left completely alone, my heart shattered into a million pieces. I soon learned that Olivia had flown to Canada with her mother, having sold all the real estate beforehand. In Canada, she married her new love. But the Torrento was not so simple. He lied about being a hotel owner. He was just a simple hotel employee, a maintenance person. The money they had, they invested in the new husband's mephitic business. The business failed. When the money ran out, he told Olivia and her mother they needed to work and got them jobs at the hotel. They cleaned rooms for 3 months and then saved up money and came back. I was even told that Olivia's husband cheated on her with her mother. Now they rent a place in an inexpensive neighborhood and work as sales clerks. What would you do if you discovered that your partner was having an affair and betraying your trust, especially if their family had never approved of you in the first place? Would you try to salvage the relationship or walk away, like the protagonist in this story?